We are very, very, very excited to bring to you our October Roar Assembly. We're doing it in a virtual way this month to keep us all safe. You've been doing a phenomenal job, and we are just so impressed with how far we have come already this year. We're just so proud. We are going to share our presentation with you so that you can see as we go through our slides, and we'll go from there. So, let me present my screen right now. Good morning, Mrs. Halverson's class. Thank you for bearing with us here, third, fourth, fifth graders. All righty. I'm hoping you guys will be able to see it really soon. I know the internet can be a little bit pokey from time to time, but if I remember correctly, we're really working on having patience in the month of September, so that actually worked out.
Works out fabulously.
Month of October, yeah. So, all right, and here we are, guys. So I'm going to present my screen, and we're going to go ahead and get rolling. If you haven't done so, please make sure to mute your mic. Thank you. All right. So this month at our October Roar Assembly, we're going to go over a number of things. We always want to start out with what is roar. This is an important thing that we need to know here at Bear Cave. What does roar mean? Roar means to respect others and act responsibly. We can do that in a variety of ways, and today we're going to talk about two specific areas where we're going to respect others and act responsibly so that we can keep roaring. So first off, we're going to talk about our hallway expectations. I talked a little bit about this on Monday during our morning announcement before we did the Pledge of Allegiance. You guys have been doing a nice job walking independently to and from lunch. We can still improve in that area. And for that, we need you to remember, we're always using that tiger stroll. So a nice leisurely pace as you're walking down the halls to and from the cafeteria, making sure that you've got two hands on that tray. Another thing with hallway expectations, we expect voices to be at a 1 or a 0 as you maneuver through the hallways. We're okay with you talking to a friend that is a little bit ahead of you because there's one new hallway expectation addition this year. And if you remember, it's to keep your social distance from the peers. This is one that we can really improve on. Oftentimes we see students walking down the stairs or walking down the hallway shoulder to shoulder right next to a friend. That is too close when you're in the hallway. Remember, we've got those hallway markers on the floor as a visual reminder to keep your 6 feet from the peers around you. We know this can be hard because you want to talk to your friends, but this is one of those pieces to keep all of us here and keep all of us safe. Make sure you're keeping your 6 as you walk down the hallways. The other thing I want to talk a little bit about is outdoor expectations. You guys have done a phenomenal job in years past at making sure that you're playing correctly. Last week, some snow snuck up on us, and so I just want to remind us that, hey, if we see snow on the ground, we know that we need to start thinking about having our Fab 5. That doesn't mean you need to wear your Fab 5 every single day when you go outside, but it's something that we want you to think about having. Those hats, those gloves, some people like scarves. You need to make sure you've got that coat with you. Your snow pants and your boots are things that if there's going to be snow on the ground and if you want to play in that snow, we need to make sure we have that winter gear with us. The other thing is we need to make sure we remember some important rules. The snow is intended to stay on the ground. I know it falls from the sky, but not with us throwing it. So make sure that you guys are not throwing snowballs. Make sure we're being safe. Part of being respectful and responsible is making sure that we keep ourselves and our friends safe. And snowballs can be a dangerous thing while you're here at school. So please keep that snow on the ground. All right? Your teachers will make sure to communicate with you what you need to have on. But remember, if you're going to be on the snow, we need to make sure at least to think about those boots. making sure that we have those on. Otherwise, we're going to want to, if we only have the tennies, we're going to want to stay on that blacktop where there is no snow. All right, excellent.
All right, this is the time where we get to announce those kiddos that were extra patient last month. If you remember, through the month of October, we were focusing on being patient. And we got to see lots of examples of this month. And there are kids that were nominated by their teachers who showed this extra. So as we read off the names, the teachers are going to give the winners a certificate as well as a little Roar token. And this is something new this year, that students of the month get to shop in our little Roar store at lunch today. And make sure you bring that token with you when you dump your garbage so that you can shop in the Roar store. It will be set up for grade levels when you dump your garbage after lunch. So let's learn who teachers nominated for having patience.
All right, here we go.
Up first are our flex learners. So Mrs. Johnson, she nominated Sammy Jo Stoppelmore.
Excellent.
And Miss Giles, Rachel Boland. And now our third graders, Miss Fitzgerald, Ryan Geist. Mrs. Sancher was Hadley Matzik. Miss Butlin, Finley Hatz. Mr. Eichhoff, Sophie Minneke. Mrs. Halverson, Luke Therian. Mrs. Tyner, Owen Nagel. Mrs. Torgerson, Jayshell Clark. And our fourth graders, Mr. Stratton was Zoe Hike. Mrs. Bussin, Gwen Cahood. Mrs. Lonian, Amelia Wellick. Mrs. Campbell, Macy Mayman. Miss Leckler, Keegan Decker. Mr. Schmitz was Leif Carlson. Miss Johnson, Holly D. And for fifth grade, Mrs. Hart was Julia Beefert. Mrs. Cole was Hayden Ulrich. Mrs. Nelson, Olivia Grew. Mr. Nelson, Amber Barber. Mr. Jacobson was Ivan Bold. Miss Lacey, Jackson Eckerman. Mr. Harvey, Elise Campbell. Miss Allward, Jackson Blease. And our special areas, Mrs. Peliquin nominated Haley Arnold. Mrs. Wynn was Piper Queasley. Mr. May, Reese Lechner. And Mr. Liffrig was Blaine Sorensen. Congratulations to all of last month's winners.
Wow, that was awesome. Those are a lot of great kids that got recognized, and I'm sure that there are some others that are going to get recognized for a month, Student of the Month theme for the month of November. So maybe you want to talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, absolutely. So this month we are going to add on one other thing, and that is including others. And I can speak for myself, and I think Mr. Johnson can too, that we have seen this as well throughout the year so far. This is a funky year, and including others is extremely important because it looks different. And so we want to talk a little bit about how even though we can't be within 6 feet of each other and we're keeping that distance and we can't share things like we used to, there are still ways that we can make sure that we're including others because we all want to feel like we have somebody there with us.
Yeah, I think, especially in this situation, you can feel lonely because you're 6 feet away from your friends and you're kind of in your own little bubble. And it's really important that we reach out to people to make them know that they're important to us. And so even though we're 6 feet away from one another, friends, please make sure you're always including those others in your class and not excluding them. It's really, really important. Awesome.
So just a couple ideas of what this might look like, because you might be thinking, how do we do this, okay? So you do go outside with your classmates, so you can still invite them to play a game, asking someone to join your group, noticing if someone needs a friend. This one's huge, okay? When we're playing outside at recess, you may not have the biggest pool of kiddos to choose from. So you might not feel like you have your closest friends within your class. So if you notice somebody's kind of feeling left out, notice that and ask them to play with you. Even just asking somebody how they're doing, that makes them feel noticed and included. Engaging each other in conversations and finding somebody new to play with. These are some ideas of how we can include others this year, even though we do have to follow some of those other social distancing rules.
Yeah, I mean, I think about when last year when we were out at recess, you had your entire grade level. So
Mhm.
even if your best friend wasn't in your class, at recess, you could still go and find them. This year, it's not as easy to do that. And so some people are feeling like they're missing out on some friendships that they had from last year. But think about it, as a class, you still have 20 other friends around you that you can include and that will include you. And so it's really important to remember that we're all together in this, guys, okay? All right. This is an exciting one because it's again some sort of record, and
It's huge.
it's kind of crazy. For the month of October, I am just so impressed with all of the great things that we're noticing our kids doing. From our paraprofessionals to our office staff to our custodial and maintenance staff handing them out, Fernbrook employees helping out to hand out Roar cards, teachers in their classrooms going above and beyond, our specialists. I am noticing that a lot of people are giving out Roar cards this year, and it's just so great to see. And in the month of October, we had a huge number. I don't think anybody would be able to guess this one.
I don't think so, because it is, could you count this high?
It would take me
It would take a long time.
All right, let's
Woo!
check it out. So the number is 4,889.
Is that a typo?
No, that's accurate. That is
Ooh.
accurate, which is absolutely phenomenal. So thank you so much to all of you for the work that you are doing. That means on 4,889 different occasions, teachers or paraprofessionals or anybody is recognizing the hard work that you are putting in, students. You guys are the rock stars. The kids are the rock stars in this
It's
case.
amazing.
And you guys are getting noticed for all the positive things that you are doing. Keep that great work up. Awesome job. Now we get to the fun part, right? 'Cause it's
Ooh, yes.
which class earned the most Roar cards in October. And last month we got to spend a little bit of time. We got to spend time with Miss Button's class, with Mrs. Busson's class, and with Miss Allward's class. It was a ton of fun. I got to play a little foursquare in football with Miss Allward's class. I know you partook in all of that as well.
Mhm.
We played a game called Eagle's Nest with Miss Button's class.
Oh, that was fun.
And then with Mrs. Busson's class, we headed outside. We had sidewalk chalk. We had kids playing on the playground. It was just a wonderful
Super
time.
fun.
And we're going to do the same thing this month. So who's going to get that extra recess? Who's going to get that extra fun time? We're going to make sure to reach out to these teachers here in the next week to set up a time that works for you guys in your classes.
Can you tell us? Can you tell us
What do you want me to tell you?
who won?
Oh,
we want to know, don't we?
okay.
We want to know.
All right, so in third grade, this was a really close race, and there were a ton of Roar cards given out. The top earner in third grade was Mrs. Sancher's class. Congratulations, Mrs. Sancher's class. In fourth grade, oh my goodness, we had a repeat winner. They're back-to-back month champs. It's Mrs. Busson's class. Congratulations, Mrs. Busson's class. And in fifth grade, we had a new winner take over. They earned a ton of Roar cards this last week, and I'm just super impressed with this group. We are talking about Mrs. Cole's class. Congratulations. We will reach out to those teachers to talk about a good time that works for you where Mrs. Lent and myself can find a way to get a little bit of extra fun time for us and for you as a class. Awesome stuff. All right, now we've got another big one. This is something that's a little bit different. I told you last month that we were going to have some new prizes for our Roar winners of the month. Remember, this is when we pull random tickets out of our entire monthly total. And so the winners this month are getting pulled out of almost 5,000 Roar tickets.
That's amazing.
And so it's going to be hard to get yours picked because we only choose 5 from each grade. And the reason we only choose 5 from each grade is because we got some pretty cool new prizes. They came in and we're ready to announce our winners, and we will have everyone get a brand new Keep Roaring BCI t-shirt for winning the monthly Roar drawing. Now, this is typically a live drawing, but we have so many that we did the drawing this morning. We want to remind our winners from the month of September who won as well. So I'm going to start by reminding who won the month of September. Now, listen closely. We are going to ask that you do not come down until the end of the assembly so that we can get the shirt set up for the students to get going. So even if your name's called, stay right there and I will dismiss you at the end of the roar assembly to have you come down and grab your t-shirt to bring back up. So stay put until the end. The first one from last month, and I'm going to go through these quickly, was Josiah from Mrs. Halverson's class, Joanna from Mrs. Tyner's class, Eliza from Mrs. Torgerson's, Connor from Mrs. Torgerson, and Jackson from Mrs. Torgerson. They were some lucky kids last month. In fourth grade, we had Annabelle from Mrs. Lonian, Chloe from Mrs. Busson, Luke from Ms. Johnson, Allie from Miss Leckler, and Grayson from Mr. Schmitz. And then in fifth grade, we had Emmett King from Mrs. Hart. We had Hunter and Mrs. Coles. We had Ryan in Mr. Harvey's. We had Brock in Mrs. Hart's. And finally, Keegan from Miss Allward's class. That was September's winners. Now, here are October's.
October. All right, here we go. In third grade, we have Carson from Mr. Icop's class. We have Joey from Mrs. Sancher. We have Michaela from Mrs. Halverson, Crosby from Miss Fitzgerald, and Lily from Mrs. Tyner. Congratulations to our third grade winners. Our fourth grade winners have us upstairs in Mr. Stratton's class with Madison York. We have Lainey from Mrs. Campbell, Olivia from Miss Leckler, Mason Russell from Mrs. Lonian, and Mark Bissonette from Mr. Schmitz. Congratulations to our fourth grade. And last but certainly not least, our fifth grade winners are Julia B. from Mrs. Hart's class, Kaden from Mrs. Cole, Lucian from Miss Allward, Rory from Mr. Harvey, and last, Vinny from Mrs. Lacey's class.
Excellent, excellent job. We are so proud of all of the hard work that everyone out there is doing. Your teachers are noticing all of the great things. Keep up the great work, Bear Cave. Keep roaring, BCI. At this time, we're going to go out and get our shirts set up because we got different sizes, and our students may quietly start walking with those hallway expectations being followed as they exit and come on down to the Tiger in the main entrance. So come on down to the bottom of the stairs to that Tiger, and we will be there with the t-shirts. Thank you, Bear Cave, and keep roaring.